Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope you all had a good week. Well, like 2 weeks. I've been promising this one. Maybe a little longer. Sorry, shaking it away. Wait for the plane to go by. The airport's not close to here, but it's relatively close. And I'm right over like a fly zone. You normally don't hear them, but every now and then. All right, you can go on now. All right, so yeah, it's been a good week. Finally getting to that review. I promise you, like I said a while ago. Again, sorry, shit comes up. It's a cheap dupe, like $4, $5. It's Mirage brand, which isn't my favorite, but this one wasn't too bad. Usually their stuff is kind of not so much in the smell, but in the performance. This one's okay. This one's on par with like the preferred fragrances, but I'll get into it when I get into it. This is Aquarius Absolu Intense Pour. Oh. Obviously, everybody knows what it is. It's Aqua de Gio Absolu Intense or something. I can't remember now. Fuck. But it's this is the bottle. It's actually not. It looks like a decent replica of the Aqua de Gio bottles. Really. It's got a bit of a gradient, which I like. Not much, but a tiny bit. It gets a little darker here and slightly lighter. It's not a bad bottle. The cap's okay. It's actually got plastic in it, and the atomizer is okay. I mean, everything's okay on that aspect. Like I said, I kind of like the bottle. Yeah, surprised. It wouldn't look out of place sitting on a shelf with my other high-end designers. I mean, that's a compliment, because usually the bottles are kind of weird or just blah. That one's not too bad. So yeah, the Aqua de Gio is a flanker of a flanker, if that makes sense. The Aqua de Gio, then they went Aqua de Gio Absolu, and then they brought Aqua de Gio Absolu and Intense or whatever it is, and it's like, well, now you're just going into weird territory. But I mean, that happens a lot lately, I guess, so it's not uncommon anymore. It was when I was a kid, which will bring me to the Aqua de Gio. As a kid, when Aqua de Gio came out, and I didn't have the same nose I have now. Obviously, you get older and more experienced. I didn't really like it. And it's still not my favorite scent, but I smelling it back then, it was kind of just smelled blah to me. Just, I hate to use trigger words, but uninspired. Yeah, it would just smell like a fresh, clean scent. I mean, it wasn't bad or anything. It was just nothing really. I preferred CK1, and in my mind, I think they were the same perfumer. I could be wrong, but in my mind, those two, along with the Issa Miyake Pour DC, those three, but especially CK1 and the Armani, are really tied together. They came out around the same time. Same kind of bottle, the frosted glass with the silver cap. Same type of scent. They don't smell alike. I don't want to, not copies of each other, but they're the same type of scent. But I just liked the Calvin Klein better. And I think that had a lot to do with because back then, especially as a young teenager, Armani didn't have the same, believe it or not, to the teen market anyway, at the time, didn't have the same cachet as Calvin Klein. You guys got to remember, I keep saying every time I bring up Calvin Klein. Calvin Klein was the shit back in I'm guessing the 80s. I was way too young for shit in the 80s. And even the early 90s, I was a little too young. But the mid 90s to the late 90s, Calvin Klein was fucking, if you had a Calvin Klein shirt, pants, underwear, sneakers, fucking jeans, shorts, perfume, cologne, you were fucking rocking it. Everybody wanted to fucking just have a Calvin Klein anything. Not so much today, I know. But back then, that's the way it was. And so, I mean, part of that might have been, like I said, my bias to have the Calvin Klein. now comparing CK1 to Aqua de Geo, Aqua de Geo is by far not that CK1 is bad. I love CK1, but Aqua de Geo is by far I don't know the better sense, but definitely the more well thought of scent, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would, if I had to pick one today, I'd probably still go with the Calvin Klein because I do like it a little better. But the Aqua de Joe is just, it's a great scent in itself. I've grown a little, and again, well, I'm not the biggest fan of it simply because it just didn't do it for me, and it still doesn't. But I can understand the draw to it now, I guess would be a better way of saying it. It only took me 25 years. So, yeah. Anyway, that was just a story of, for whatever reason, has nothing to do with the review, so fuck it. Rambling again. I don't know what the authentic Absolu Intense smells like. I'm sure I've smelled it probably 3 or 4 times in Shoppers. Probably on paper too, but I know I remember spraying it on paper. I don't remember what it smells like. So, and which is funny because if it's anything like this, I should remember. I liked this. This was nice. Anyway, the notes these are the notes. C notes: lemon, bergamot, seaweed, patchouli, amberwood, and ebonywood. From this, I get a little bit, I don't want to call it pepper. I don't know if there's anything in there giving it that peppery feel, but it's got kind of a peppery feel. Not overly spicy or anything, just a slight peppery feel, slight spicy feel. Definitely sweet. Not overly sweet though. Not it's that bubblegum sweetness you get, because what this kind of reminds me of is you definitely get the Aqua de Joe DNA, that nice aquatic, citrusy, aquatic DNA. It's definitely in here. But I'm also hit with, like I said, a feeling of that Guess Marciano, that slight aquatic peppery vibe, with a bit of course, Invictus, which is giving it that kind of sweetness, but it's not near as loud as Invictus with that sweetness, or as just this in your face. It's a mellower sweetness. It's definitely sweet, but it's a mellower type of sweetness with a slight spiciness to it, and a slight aquatic vibe to it. You pick up all the notes really at the very top. You definitely getting the citrus. I'm also hit, like I said, with a spicy, peppery feel and a sweetness. It changes though as it goes on. It's always got that aquatic, some slightly spicy vibe to it, always from start to finish. At least this one does. Again, I'm only going on this. I can't compare it to the original or to the authentic. I don't know. But a little ways in, there is that amber wood. Don't get a whole lot of ebony wood. Probably get more in the authentic, but more of the amber wood vibe with this one. That fuzzy je ne sais quoi wood, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is, and you're really not supposed to. Amberwood isn't really a real wood. It's a aroma, bunch of aroma chemicals mixed together. It's supposed to be more of a take on, it's like on Broxton, I guess. I'm not a chemist, just from what I read. Just more of a woody vibe than a metallic vibe, which I get, because it does have some similarities to the Ambroxan's heavy scents that I smelled. Very slight, so, but still. Yeah, I mean, it's a simple scent. Slightly sweet, aquatic, woody, spicy scent. Not what I expected at all from an Aqua de Geo. Although it's still aquatic and it's still relatively refreshing and light. That amberwood alone, and some of the other notes, I'm assuming the patchouli, give it a bit of earthiness and depth that I just wasn't expecting. I really wish it's a hard one to just, because that's pretty much it from start to finish. At least the dupe. It starts out, like I said, sweet, spicy, and aquatic, and ends up a little less sweet, a little less spicy, a little less aquatic, and a lot more fuzzy, woody type scent. Woody aromatic is what I've heard it called. I will agree with that. The woods do come out. Uh, Performance, again, I don't know what the authentic performance is like. I'm sure it's better than this. This isn't bad though for a Mirage brand. Usually Mirage brands are over in about an hour, maybe two, and they sit real close to the skin almost from the very start. So, but this one, I got about 4 hours out of it. As you can see, I've worn quite a bit of it, but not as much as you thought I would. I figured I'd be down to half the bottle. I'm only 3/4 of the bottle in 2 weeks, so that's not bad for these type of scents. Like I said, I got about 4 hours on it, projected for about an hour. Pretty good for the first 20 minutes, a half hour though, especially when the citrus is popping. Then, like I said, about the 2 hour mark, it really does. The woods start to come out, and all them citruses and stuff kind of gone, and it becomes pretty much a skin scent, but still there. I mean, you don't have to really dig. And a couple hours later, it's gone. Reapply. $5. Who cares? Great scent. Now, my thoughts are, I love it. I really do like it. It's really funny. I never thought I'd like a Aqua de Gio as much as I like this one. Wasn't a big fan of Aqua de Gio Profumo. I didn't like that incensey vibe mixed with the aquatics. That didn't do it for me. I actually found it kind of stunk. The first one, like I said, I like, but CK1. What other ones did I try? There's a couple more I tried. Anyway, fact of the matter is, most of the Aqua de Gio line is just kind of, well, not bad. Just a blah for me, like, I take it or leave it. I don't even think I have an authentic bottle of any of them now that I think about it. I've had testers, of course, and samples, but they never did anything for me. But I am thinking about getting a bottle of this. I don't know if it's discontinued. I haven't checked online yet or in stores. If it isn't, I'll probably get a bottle of this. This one I like. It's kind of a version of, I heard people say online a while ago when it first came out that it was kind of like a fall aquatic. And I get that because of the spices and the woods and the patchouli. But it's not, and the sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. Like I said, it's definitely has that Invictus DNA. You can tell that, and the Aqua de Gio DNA, and a bit of that Guess Marciano DNA, all mixed together. It's a little darker than your average aquatic, a little more thick than your average aquatic. So I could see it being a nice fall scent. I used it in the summer in the heat. This one's probably lighter than the authentic, and it worked just fine. Compliment factor through the roof. Holy, especially with the younger ladies. Did all right with the older ladies too. But just the work again. Pretty much is all I do now. But 5 compliments. 3 of them from the younger ladies, unsolicited. 3 of them from the younger ladies, 2 of them from the older. And it's really nice. I like that. That smells good. Like I said, they all know I'm into cologne, and they all like to compliment me or tell me I stink. They'll do both, especially the older ladies. Oh, they'll let you know. You smell like piss. Fuck you, Margaret. You smell like mothballs and death. Anyway. Yeah. So I got 5 unsolicited at work, which is a nice number. And then I asked everybody at work, and not one person disliked it. Of course, not one person, again, didn't give me that wow factor, but they were all very nice, sweet. I got a lot of sweet, which it is sweet. Like I said, it's just not overly bearing. It's not Invictus, it's or 1 million, it's not this, even fucking Arrows. It's not the sweet fucking pound and headache sweet. It's there. It's definitely Invictus inspired sweetness, but definitely toned down. I'd say by about fucking 80%. It's sweet, but not like that at all. And I really like it. I really do. And for $4, like I said, it's not bad. It lasts about 4 hours. That's $1 an hour. I did have to spray heavy for it, about 10 sprays to get it to last that long. And but at $4, if you can't afford or don't want to afford the authentic, it's a Mirage brand. Look them up on the internet. I think they're on the internet. Yeah, that's it, guys. Nice scent. I'm gonna do another list video here shortly. But I also got. Hold on a second. I'm saying I got a shit ton of samples I've got to get through. I just have to get through them. So the next little while, Christ, the amount of samples I got, maybe the next fucking half a year. Other than the odd list video and some dupes, I'm set for the year, the upcoming year. I got to get through these samples. So you're going to see a lot of samples. I know some people don't like sample reviews because you don't get the full presentation. You know, I'm not showing you the box and the bottle, but Google it. Come on. You're getting the juice, which is the main fucking, the only thing that really does matter, should matter. Is it good? Is it bad? So you're going to see a lot of samples the upcoming year anyway. I get a few ones in here that are better for the summer. Get them out of the way first. We still got a month and a half or so of summer left. And then fall kicks in. And I got a lot for fall, winter. So I can't wait for winter. Wear that by the fireplace. That's one of the few scents I'm going to say is a seasonal scent. I couldn't imagine wearing it in the heat. It's just so nice and perfect for the wintertime. Anyway, guys, I'll be back with a list I got here for you. And, yeah, peace, love, be good to each other.